Johnny, do you know the question I've been asked most frequently in my past 16 years guiding experience?
他们问你会功夫吗？
No, actually the question is about religion, specifically Buddhism. So most of the time the travelers will ask, first question is, what religion do most Chinese people follow? And the answer, if yes, it is Buddhism, then do these people really understand Buddhism? So today, we're gonna unravel the mysteries through a living testament by visiting this 1,700-year-old temple, Lingyin Temple. And make a guess, which is the first statue that the visitors will worship after they get in here?
释迦牟尼
No, 当然是财神啦。
啊，
Of
财
course,
神
it's fortune god. But actually, this statue is from Tibetan Buddhism. This is one of the 5 fortune gods in Tibetan Buddhism. You know, when Buddhism came into China, it gradually formed into 3 Buddhism. First one is called Tibetan Buddhism. Second is Mahayana Buddhism. I mean, believed by the Han people. And the third one is called Theravada Buddhism in Yunnan province. And this one is a Tibetan Buddhism statue. One of the 5 fortune gods. And the visitor is always trying to touch the feet and the hand of this fortune god to receive blessing. Yes, there you go. And take a look at the creature in his left hand. See that? This is a mongoose. You know mongoose?
兵马
Right, in Hakuna Matata, Lion King. And this mongoose has all kinds of jewelries in his mouth to show how wealthy the fortune god is. And take a look at this side. This is the peak flying from afar, the Fei Lai Feng area. And the reason why people call this place peak flying from afar is because this huge rock is made of limestone. However, the surroundings are all sandstone. It doesn't fit in. That's the reason people call it Fei Lai Feng. And remember this is not peak flying from afar. It's peak flying from afar. Now I would like to introduce the various Buddha statues enshrined in our temple. Previously, we talked about the treasure god or the god of wealth. We have more than 300 stone carvings in this Fei Lai Feng area. And now, do you recognize this one? Yes, this is the Maitreya Buddha, also known as the Happy Buddha or the Future Buddha. According to the Buddhist scripture, 5.67 billion years from now, Maitreya Buddha will descend into our world and become the new Buddha. After passing through Fei Lai Feng, we will take you to go inside Lingyin Temple for a closer look. Step into the temple. We saw in front of the grand incense burner, a thick veil of smoke rises into the air, carrying with the murmured prayers of countless visitors. Some bow deeply, their hands pressed together in solemn reverence, eyes closed as they whisper their wishes. Some even kneel on the ground, continuously bowing their heads in worship. Others hastily light their incense, waving it 3 times before inserting it into the burner. Their expression is a mix of routine and obligation. Elderly devotees, clad in simple robes, chant sutras softly, while young tourists snap photos, eager to capture the mystical atmosphere. As we promised, please take a screenshot. This is closely related to the success rate of your wish. Now we haven't had a chance to visit the Hall of the Heavenly Kings yet. Flanking the hall are the 4 Heavenly Kings, each overseeing one of the 4 directions. These deities hold symbolic objects that reflect their divine roles in safeguarding the Dharma.
especially the one in charge of the north. He holds a treasure umbrella in his right hand, representing the protection of all treasure, and grabs a mongoose in his left hand, which has all the jewelries in its mouth.
And the best part of this Heavenly Guardians Hall actually is the statue at the back of the hall. This is the General Skanda, and this is the only one real original wooden statue in Lingyin Temple. The other thing about the statue is that it was carved out of one single piece of camphor wood. Can you imagine how big the tree was?
Lingyin Temple, also known as the Temple of the Soul's Retreat, is one of the most renowned and historically significant Buddhist temples in China. The temple was founded in 326 AD by the Indian monk Huili during the Eastern Jin dynasty.
It's the main hall. Inside of the main hall, we have the largest indoor sitting Buddha, Sakyamuni. It is 24.8 meters tall and made of 24 pieces of camphor wood.
After visiting the statue of Sakyamuni Buddha, we moved to the back of the main hall, where a magnificent three-dimensional clay sculpture known as the Fairy Island is located there. Goddess Mercy stands at the center, stepping on an evil fish. On either side of her are her attendants, the Dragon Girl and Sudana. And the story about this sculpture is that through the visits to the 53 masters, Sudana finally was qualified to be the assistant of Goddess Mercy. So in total, you can count 53 of this little boy in this sculpture. On top of the whole sculpture, you can see a very unique Buddha, which known as the Hungry Buddha. When Sakyamuni was meditating under the Bodhi tree, the only food and drink he could consume were the fruits offered by the white monkey and the milk offered by the elk. The remaining buildings in the temple were all constructed after 1990s. If you are a devout believer, we recommend you climb the steps, but if you're more interested in art, you can spend more time near the main hall area. The third hall in the temple is the Medicine Buddha Hall, which enshrines Medicine Buddha, a place where devotees pray for health and well-being. Parallel to the Medicine Buddha Hall is the Jigong Hall. Jigong is a beloved living Buddha in China, known for his disregard of monastic rules, earning him the nickname Mad Monk. One of his famous sayings is that what goes through the stomach doesn't touch the soul. Behind the Medicine Buddha Hall, there is a wall inscribed with sutras. People like to touch the engraved words as if it creates a connection between themselves and the Buddha. Of course, beyond the wall is the scripture library. It is located here at the rear and the higher ground to show reverence for the Dharma. As time passes, the dappled shadows of the trees on the wall whisper the temple's 1,000 years history. If you're fortunate enough to reach the very top, you will see the Avantam Saka Hall, which enshrines Vairocana Buddha, flanked by his attendants Manjusri and Samantabhadra. And only upon reaching this place will you receive your reward, a bowl of holy water inscribed with the words, "Cherish blessings." Now there's only one place left that we would like you to visit, the Hall of the 500 Arhats. In Theravada Buddhism, Arhat is the highest level of attainment. Here, you can see 500 solid bronze Arhat statues. At the very center of the hall, the 4 great Bodhisattvas of China are enshrined. do all these people truly believe in Buddhism? Do they understand its meanings? For some, faith is deeply rooted, a guiding principle in their lives. The act of offering incense is a cultural tradition rather than a religious devotion, a way to seek blessings for health, wealth, or success rather than a pursuit of enlightenment. Many may not fully grasp the principles of impermanence, karma, or the middle way, yet they still find comfort in the ritual. In this space, devotion and superstition intertwine, creating a fascinating tableau of human belief, desire, and tradition.